Welcome to Get a Life Astrology with TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many is the key, enlightening every day. And we are definitely about to get our life. We're about to grow into divine adults and love ourselves forever. Not ourselves, because yourself is the why, and get a life. All right, Planet Talk today with the Cardinal signs is the title, because have we not had enough fixed energy with us Scorpios, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leos? Now, I know, no offense, Leos, because nobody can get tired of y'all. We get it. But have we not also had enough energy with mutable energy, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces? I've been talking about those signs for months now, exactly 4 months now, because we haven't really had much cardinal energy. What are the cardinal signs? Capricorn, which is where the sun is getting ready to move into in 2 days, y'all. So excited for it to be Capricorn season, weirdly enough, because the only Capricorn energy I have is the Capricorn moon. However, I do have big 10th house energy in Cancer, but that I'm stepping into, and we're going to talk about that. But also the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, and Cancer. So those are the cardinal signs. I'm a Libra rising, Capricorn moon. I have a lot of cardinal energy in me. Got that fixed energy too for my Scorpio sun. Know your birth chart. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, comment if you are feeling guided to do so, and give me a chance to help you read your birth chart. See where you have mutable, fixed, or cardinal energy. All right, let's talk about the Capricorn sun coming in and Jupiter moving to Aries first. Then I'm gonna do a separate video about Chiron moving into direct back, still in the Aries, because Chiron has been in retrograde too. Chiron is not a planet, but it is also part of our birth charts. It is the great wounded healer. It's technically an asteroid, birthed from the planets Uranus and Saturn, I believe. So Chiron is the wounded healer, an asteroid. It's going direct this week, as well as we're gonna have the new moon in Capricorn. So it's a lot of Aries and Capricorn energy. To shout out to Aries and Capricorn. Shout out to all the cardinal signs. I have Cancer sun, daughter, Libra sun, and I am a Libra rising. So shout out to all this cardinal energy for those who have cardinal signs and have been waiting for some attention for about 4 months now. So basically, cardinal signs are the initiators, the start of new seasons. So we're moving from fall into winter on Wednesday. It is Monday night. We're on the last 2 days of Sagittarius, so shout out to Sagittarius is out there. My youngest daughter's aunt's birthday is tomorrow on the 20th, so the last day of Sagittarius is tomorrow, Tuesday, December the 20th. So we're getting ready to move into this new energy, new sign, new season, moving into the winter season, and just all things are turning points. So we go from cardinal signs to mutable signs to, cardinal signs to fixed signs. So fixed signs do the hard work, I like to say, get the most attention. Why do cardinal signs get the most attention? Taurus, Leos, Aquarius, and Scorpios, because we have the initiative to want to work hard and persevere through toughness. But the cardinal signs start that, right? Sometimes they don't finish it. I'm going on and on, but then the mutable signs transform those things. Whatever we didn't get in, we transform it. So it's like, it's been getting cold. Some days have been getting warm on the East Coast. That's the mutable energy. Things are changing. And then when the cardinal energy starts up again, things start new. So now we're moving into the new season. Definitely gonna be some snow. Definitely gonna be a whole lot of cold days in this season. So this is the last quarter of the year. We'll talk about the new year another day, being technically April 1st. Not technically, truthfully, April 1st. But we're starting in degrees. The degrees start at 0. They do not start at 1. Just like when we count, we do start at 1, but there is definitely a number before that called 0. And 0 degrees is the starting degree of every sign. So we are going in the sun into the 0 degree of Capricorn on Wednesday the 21st. Jupiter, which was in retrograde in Pisces, is now finally direct. It's been direct for a while, going back through the degrees. The last degrees of Pisces, 27, 28, we're at 29. And on Wednesday, at the very almost the same hour, definitely the same night, Wednesday night, Jupiter, I think it's around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jupiter and the sun will both go into 0 degree. I think the sun is like a little bit early, like 5 o'clock. Jupiter goes back into the sign of Aries, starting a new cycle. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so the initiation of the zodiac, the beginning of the zodiac cycle. And Jupiter is going into Aries at the 0 degree as the sun is going into Capricorn at the 0 degree. Turning points, initiation at its maximum. And this will be fast dynamic because the sun, of course, moves faster than Jupiter, but this energy will last for about 2 days. So Capricorn represents the 10th house. Aries represents the 1st house. It's the 1st and 10th signs. That is the number one. Self, ego, starter, first place. All those one type of energies. So let's dig into more of this Aries energy, this one energy, this initiating energy with cardinal signs, Aries and Capricorn. Capricorn is the exaltation of Mars. It is where Mars is most comfortable if it's not in Aries and Scorpio. It is where it's at its best. Capricorn represents your reputation, and it's the feminine sign of Saturn. The Aquarius is the masculine sign of Saturn, so Saturn rules both Capricorn and Aquarius. Jupiter is the exaltation of the sun, so it is best when Jupiter is in like Sagittarius as it is now in the sun, because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and when the sun is in Sagittarius, it's at its best. Definitely got some big luck this month. Relationship, money, housing, a lot of things came in the Sagittarius season. I'm very grateful. And it is the domicile of Mars. Yes, Jupiter is definitely in a second home with Mars. It's like fire sign energy, expansion, and can be exaggerating, impulsive. But we are here to talk about the most positive energies even from this transit. It's not really a transit, but they're both moving into 0 degrees at the same time into cardinal signs. So it kind of is a transit, but we're going to talk about the positives and the shadows. So we're not going to call them negatives, but we're going to call shadows like watch out, see what's behind you, kind of energy coming in with this Jupiter moving into Aries transit and the sun moving into Capricorn transit with the cardinal signs. So some of the energies coming in of most people with cardinal signs and cardinal placements can be strong, assertive, muscular, pioneering energy. And in the next week, you can make progress with many things. You'll have new values. You'll get away from old values, because the only way to go to into new is to kind of move away from the old. Still give it time and understanding and understanding versus understanding. So I said this because you have to, like I said, get rid of the old. So understanding what you need to get rid of in order to bring in externally what you can understand, or what people watching you as the pioneer, as the one with the new energy, the one with the initiation of new energy can present to people to understand. And when you say understand versus understand, you are dealing with self-reflection. You are dealing with the positive things that you have done for the self so that others can see what you have done. They are standing under you, but you don't look at them like that. You look at it like, okay, now that I understand, everybody that's watching me from afar or from me being above, sun, Jupiter, can understand. Hopefully that wasn't over too many heads. Excuse me, my Cancer sun child is initiating her own cooking and making her own dinner. So if you heard any noises in the background, it's because I'm sitting right next to her in the kitchen. Now, back to our video. The Sun and Jupiter can bring in the following positive energies: joy and optimism, new and fresh things, generosity and outgoing energy, full, expansive, and life-giving energies. Get your life at this time. And the more as I talk, you'll see how you can possibly get your life, especially if you are cardinal, if you have cardinal placements, and especially where those placements are. So where my cardinal placement is Capricorn moon, and the Capricorn moon is my emotions, how I react. So I'm getting my life by reacting in a new and progressive way, being optimistic, giving joy. Again, this is not my thing, but I'm keeping it positive. Bestowing blessings, Santa's coming to town type of energy. People are really going to get good at things if you use this energy wisely. Doing it big. Confidence building. Strong and broad-minded, open and interesting energy can come from the Sun and Jupiter being in cardinal placements at this time, at the 0 degrees. 0 degrees is so significant for cardinal signs because as cardinal signs are initiators, 0 degrees is the initiation of the new sign or whatever it's moving into. It's the initiation of the numbers, counting up. Gotta start at 0. All right, gotta start somewhere, right?
I may or may not have said some things that could have hurt someone's feelings. And for that, I forgive myself. Yeah.
Was that an apology?
Absolutely not.
So here are some of the Saturn energies to watch from while the Sun is in Jupiter. You can feel very arrogant. So remember, the Sun represents your ego and Jupiter can represent exaggeration and shadow energy. So you can, and Aries being the first sign of the zodiac represents your ego too. And you can be very impulsive, very arrogant, very overbearing. And the Sun energy can take over your ego. Jupiter energy can expand that. So watch your arrogance. Watch how you are speaking and treating people. Number 2, dominance. This is the one that I have a tough time with. So just not balancing my energies, not having my feminine energies as a woman and overusing my masculine energies as an independent woman. I have first house stellium, so I feel what this is going on. This is definitely dominant energy that I exude in a dominant time with Jupiter moving into Aries and Capricorn, the Sun moving into Capricorn. So just watch out. Even if you are a man, you are watching out your dominant energies and balancing. There's nothing wrong with having feminine energy. Feminine energy is forgiveness. Feminine energy is, and I say this to myself, as I said that I'm a dominant woman. And this also has nothing to do with the rainbow alphabet community, but dominance has to do with just being in your masculine energy. Everybody in any gender, which is only 2, has to have balance. You have to have balance. So where I was going, and I'm not trying to tell anyone to do, but it's best to have balance, because when you have balance, there's no chaotic energy. There's no one feeling submissive. There's no one feeling dominant. There's just balance. And at this time, you can be a little bit over dominant if you are not balanced. Number 3 is the self-righteousness. So this energy is my way or the highway type of energy, preaching, being hypocritical, being judgmental. And then the Sun and stepping into the ego can make this even more potent, as well as Jupiter expanding it. And where you might not realize you are, can be wrong or not always right. It's the same thing. Do not push that on others too much at this time. Have to go through these shadow energies because you have to always watch yourself, check yourself. you're worried about more of the, not worried about, but you want to tap more into the positive energies so that you can live a positive life. The shadow energies always on your back, you know, just watch them. It's because it's always there. Number 4, excessive, being too much, doing too much, going too big, overdoing it, overspending, over exerting yourself. And the last one is number 5, conflict around philosophy or clash of values or values of others. So, ideals of others, I'm sorry. So this goes back to the Jupiter energy. Jupiter is higher learning. Jupiter is expansion. It is religion. There's conflict at this time. Not just with me, because I know I do it a lot, but there's conflict at this time where people's beliefs are clashing. Some people believe there is a Lord, Jesus Christ, and some people, and his Father is God, and then some people believe that they are God. And that is okay. There needs be no conflict at this time, only happiness, respectfulness, understanding, understanding. Lastly, the positive masculine energy that's coming out of this. Again, the sun is masculine. Aries is masculine. Jupiter is masculine. Capricorn is feminine, but it is masculine in the terms of the sun, because the sun is masculine. So masculine energy can come up in dreams and reality, and you can have resolution of father issues. Now, what a blessing will be at this holiday season for many people to resolve some things as they're around their families at this time, with masculine energy. Your brother, your father, your uncle. And even if you don't resolve them, at least you can be grateful for them. And then I'll tap into more of this. It's tough, but I'll tap into more of this in the next video when we talk about Chiron, move direct into Aries. But people can just tap into goodness at this time and benevolence. And the universe is just stepping into this energy. We've already been through all this fixed energy where we don't want to move and change, but we have to unexpectedly with Uranus and Taurus. We didn't want to go through these or realizations of transformation with the eclipse we just had in Scorpio. Then the Sagittarius energy just came in with the new moon and Mars and Gemini in retrograde, and the Gemini full moon we just had, changing everything even more. Mars and Gemini in retrograde still going into the new year in the final days of Capricorn season until it stations direct itself, will be even more change, even more realizations. But now we have some new energy to resolve it, and the energy is dominant. But as we step into the new energy, we're ending that dominance with more feminine energy as in forgiveness. So where even my father issues, my masculine issues, my overbearing and dominance issues, I hate to use that word issues too much, are changing though. They are ending so that there's new energy coming in. And we'll definitely talk more about that, as I said 3 times in the Chiron moving into direct motion in Aries with the new moon in Capricorn. So we're still talking about Aries and Capricorn energy. I'm TNZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many, Zakia, enlightening every day.
How are you?
I'm successful. How are you?